You might already know, or you might just be discovering that sometimes the mind forgets to remember what it never needed to forget. And in that forgetting, something opens, a door, a code, a new rhythm. Because just as a wound knows how to heal, a soul knows how to rise. False accusations like smoke try to cloud the mirror of your truth. But smoke can never scratch the glass. It only teaches you how to breathe deeper, how to see through illusions, and how to return, not to who you were, but who you've always been. Now some people might say, you are what happened to you, but others, the ones who know, they say, you are how you choose to rise. So let's rise, because when one belief crumbles, it's only the soil for a stronger one. You can feel that now, can't you? The faint flicker of something stronger, waking, as if your unconscious mind has already decided to take the wheel and drive you towards the core of power you forgot you were born with. There's no failure, only feedback. You can feel the power of that idea growing roots inside you now. Because what if this wasn't punishment but preparation? What if you weren't broken but being forged? They accused you, but your identity is not an accusation. It's a declaration. And your declaration echoes through time. I'm resilient, I'm radiant, I'm real. Say it with your breath, say it with your spine, say it with your silence. There was once a boy, or perhaps a man. They said, he burned a village. He didn't. But they pointed, they shouted, and he stood, not to protest, but to listen to a deeper voice inside. A voice that said, they can take your name, but they can't name your truth. So he climbed the mountain, not to escape, but to awaken. When he reached the summit, he didn't yell back down. He simply built a fire, bright, warm, and in time, the villagers, they came to sit by it. And they never asked about the past, because the light spoke louder. Now that boy, that man, was never really gone. He was just waiting in you. Truth doesn't fight, it simply outlasts. Pain isn't punishment, but a passage, a portal, a polishing stone for the diamond of identity beneath the dust of deception. So tell me, unconscious mind, what happens when courage becomes a habit? What happens when you install the belief that every storm trains your wings, every challenge builds your command presence? Because now, you no longer seek permission to be whole. You own your story. Not the version they told, but the truth that unfolds. When you stop hiding and start shining. Maybe now you remember. Truth is magnetic. Integrity is a frequency. Energy doesn't lie, it attracts. So breathe, because that breath right there just installed a new frame. You're not what happened to you. You're what you decide happens next. Your beliefs shape your reality, and your reality is now rewriting itself. You've already began, just by hearing these words. Even if part of you didn't understand, your unconscious did. Because when the old program glitches, a new system installed, more powerful, more elegant, more you. Let these truths spiral down and settle. You're not defined by accusation. You're revealed by adversity. You're not a victim. You're a rising phenomena. What they meant to break you only built your backbone. You're resilient, radiant, and rewriting reality. You do not react. You respond. You do not chase justice. You embody it. You're not seeking healing. You're the healer waking up. And now, as your unconscious organizes these truths, like stars forming constellations, you might notice, in inner silence, a new kind of stillness. As if the war has ended, and now you're walking back home to yourself. You're the strongest frame, and the world mirrors what you know, not what they say. So speak, not in defense, but in declaration. I'm whole. I'm free. I'm rising.